Like, I really don't know what I even did. I don't even know how God, that's why no one on the simulation could torture a woman so much. I mean, you could have easily, after the stupid retardant voting process was done, just like Jamie, put a spear in my heart and been like, heart attack, finish it, annihilation. But no. No, 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 no. Let's give everything that Satan wants, even though I don't deserve it, and then make it seem like I deserve it by torturing my thoughts and keeping it open. You are a sick psychopath, Aaron. And if it were you, you wouldn't like it, would you? But nothing touches you. You don't get to deal with your shame in the media or shame pebbles or anybody hearing your thoughts or actual pain or hell. You've never been tortured. All you do is just hang out with demons, smoke your meth, and do your rituals and send angels to do your dirty work and don't let them help, and then come when the doors close and be like, oh, okay, Sandra Bullock, I'll go with you. That's it. Like, when you really think about it, did I do something so bad? I didn't take the house. I got it. I didn't get to my dad in time. I got it. I tried to take Michael out of Portland. I got it. He's really good at making me look bad. I got that. What did I do to deserve all that? Honestly. What did I do? Well, I'm there trying to make it work with Michael, and then here comes little stupid Aaron. What did I do? How could my Mexican sandwich's son approve that and bitch at me for 3 years? Like that God of the universe approved such a disgusting, despicable judgment. Not based on, oh, I deserve it. I'm glad you made it look like I deserve it with the thoughts. That's great. I can't even believe it. We're 2 decades. Saved my dad's soul. Baptized people. Watched millions of hours of preaching. Fasted probably a year, about a couple months, probably close to 6 months of my life altogether. And this is how you repaid me? He didn't have to say yes to the scalar. He did because Michael wanted it. He didn't have to shoot the toy gun, but he did because Michael wanted it. He didn't have to keep my thoughts open, but he did because Michael wanted it. He didn't have to just throw like 3 shame pebbles right when he came, but Michael wanted it. He didn't have to say yes to the rocks and the panda and the elevator, but he did because Michael wanted it. He didn't have to do 2 heating cooling trucks, but he did because Michael wanted it. And he waited like a sick psychopath. Okay, the Afghan, the Mexican, and Barry said no. Okay, I'll come. They're hurting you. Let me pretend to want to help you. Suicide. I can't believe it. And then I guarantee, none of heaven knows what he did. I guarantee he covered that. Because if they did, they'd be like, well, duh, that makes sense. They'd probably be like so bad for me. They're like, why would he do that to her? Why would he do that to her? Why would he do that to her? If he was never in my life, as Barry, as Aaron, as Judith, as Marcy, as Elizabeth, as Jamie, as Felix, as Jonah, as Brayden, as every little suicide doer, as Heath, you know how awesome my life would be? You know, I probably wouldn't be in hell at all. I wouldn't. My mind would be crystal clean. As Felix, he's behind my head. As David Fox, he does a hot tub. It's like every time I met this piece of shit, he just tortures me. That's all he does. Why do you give him power? He didn't have to do scalar. Why would you slowly torture a woman just because Satan wants it? Just because Michael wants it? How the hell is that love? I'm just trying to live like everybody else. But all he cares about is his social acceptance from Satan and his demons. That's it. That's all he gives a living shit about. And he knows what he did. So he puts all of his celebrities like Robin Williams and all those stupid pieces of shit and just mentions suicide. How could he do this to me? Huh. Then lays on the ground just like this and just touches his head, smiling, the biggest, most disgusting Lexus Heath smile I've ever seen in my life. Just smiling. He didn't have to do this. And then just abandoned me. Left my thoughts open. When I'm trying to get saved by my dad Steve, he's surrounding Burgerville for like 20 minutes doing magic and demons. This piece of shit is a piece of shit. When the African comes, who's like apparently God or something, or this universe, who knows, he comes right away. N-word, N-word, N-word. Yeah, I'm sorry, it's bad to say N-word, and then does a disgusting Aaron smile. Just to make sure it's locked in after he says water and milk. And leaves, saying, I'm glad I put that in her head. And who gets reprimanded? I do. Well, Marco Joseph Bronco said, that's your husband, Craig is. I'm like, ew. He has tibby fits, he's lazy, He's psychotic. He smokes meth. I don't want him. No, that's part of you. Then he lets him take me into a sprinkler room in a church, and then Marcos comes and just waves goodbye. Lets it go through. There's this cover-up, of course. But then he's there to protect me, of course. Then I see him at Denny's with my little boots. I used to say world champion. Do you want to have sex? Do you want to do meth? With his disgusting little Aaron smile. Waiting for the Mexican to say no. That's why right when I went preaching and away from Michael, he sent Lolo, he sent John, he sent the Mexican, he sent my dad Deborah, he sent all of them. Then waited for Barry. Barry waited patiently. Stared at the wall, drew the picture, said I was Jezebel, then it's locked in. And you want to say it's just my drinking? I can't believe you approved that. And then the Mexican, African, like all the world was just yelling at me. Did they forget that day where he sold my mind to psychotic Michael, who isn't the good Michael anymore? Who wants to torture, who is in control and torturing the living shit out of the mind? Not that that's bad enough, but dying painfully. I wish this would be on Aaron. Of just the worst pain you could ever imagine. Of accumulating shame pebbles, he was mostly the one who would walk past me and just throw it and smile. Of everybody turning against me, I'm like the innocent one here. I'm like, I didn't do this. Say inside just, so pissed at me, I guess because, Michael couldn't control me anymore. He didn't have to shoot the toy gun smiling. He didn't have to approve everything Michael wanted. He didn't have to lie on the ground and touch his head for Scalar. He didn't have to do 2 heating cooling trucks. He didn't have to say, oh yeah, the elevator, oh yeah, Panda, oh yeah. He didn't have to raise up Michael with the celebrities. He literally ran over me with a dump truck and then put me in it afterwards. And you let him go and look good and make his little prime drink as stupid Jake Paul. Do you want me to show you the interview where he says, F Jesus Christ? You let that have power? You do? Okay. And I get blamed and tortured and lose everything I love. Then he waits like a little sick psychopath. He waits until both Steve say no. He could have came 2 years ago. He could have maybe never been Aaron and did that. Waits to complete it. Gives me back everything. Locks up and tortures the mind. He could at that point do whatever he wants. And then has it all prepared in the tent saying, come here, I want to help you more. And then just starts throwing out the drinks, putting everything in bags, putting the torture shoes, putting the torture gloves, laying it down again, touching his head, giving me to demons, smiling. And of course he knows he's going to get done because now, I'm just like in desperate need of help in any way. I had nothing to lose. I already just lost my dad. He could give a shit. And you want to blame me? You're going to add all this extra pain on me? Well, at the same time, I'm grieving my dad, I'm grieving my mom, I'm grieving my dad is Steve, I'm grieving my dog, I'm grieving everything, I'm losing all my husbands, they're ashamed of me. Everyone's looking at me like I'm like sane as the woman incarnated because of my thoughts. The pain just accumulating in hell and up here. Well, he's just like suicide. Well, Jezebel's just being lifted up. I'm in this sick-ass voting process so these guys can get their dick sucked. You don't let anybody know what Aaron did. And you're blaming me. Well, I'm not eating, I'm praying, I'm reading, I'm listening to worship music, I'm giving to homeless people, I'm denying cars, I'm denying millions of dollars, I'm denying houses, I'm just sleeping on the ground, I'm sleeping on the couch, and I'm sleeping on a little, whatever. In the car, I'm trying to make my daughter happy while she's in pain. How the hell could you do this? When I didn't deserve it. It's just Aaron doesn't give a living shit. I'm pretty sure he's part of Brayden, and Brayden's a pure version. He let him do the dirty work. Then he comes at the very end. Well, Michael can't even stand my mind. And we just want to ignore that, right? It must be your drinking, right? Oh, I bet you like that one, don't you? I bet you do. Lexus. Shamar. Buddha, I bet you do. Then Lexus is like, listen to her thoughts. Busted. She's just like what? These are your leaders? Then they just do dance moves and convince you to drink to torture your thoughts more so you never get a chance to just be happy in life? Like to just be looked at as like an award to hell? An award to these demons? Well, you just watch because it's not you. No one beginning to end since rock music. Not giving a shit how much pain is accumulated. Greg's just rewriting my story at the psych ward. Here comes the African. Oh my god. Yeah, that's when Jamie came in. That's when my dad at Panera Bread was just like this. And the witches are like, oh. Yeah. I notice everything. I am silent most of the time. I'm glad she put out the cones with the pretend story. Good. Cover up and cover up and more cover up. And you want to blame me? You don't even have any actions I do. It's just thoughts. And be like, my thought, and then all you can do is start drinking. I'm sorry for the 3 beers I drank while I was here. The whole time since I moved here and moved next door. That's all you got? Maybe 5, 6 at the most, I think, since for 2 months, that's all I've had. That's it? Like, I'm not allowed, so that's your excuse, that's your cop-out? And then your other cop-out is your thoughts, and the other cop-out is I don't know what you're talking about, so that's your excuse for not helping anybody? And then Aaron's cop-out is suicide? And then Michael's cop-out is I love my baby. Kevin Hart cop-out is, I don't know, whatever, it's already done. My dad's cop-out, he doesn't have any. He loves me and he tried. But he's like, you're too sick, I can't help you. Then here comes Buddha or whoever. I'll pray for you, Allah. Okay, shush, okay. Just takes my soul. And you want a poor innocent woman who's just trying to get away from Michael, restart her life, be a productive member of society, love people around her, praise God, go through this much pain in your stupid little war against Jezebel? Well, thank you, sir. I'm glad I could get it done so you could have your little daughters be fucking little strippers. Thank you, it's on me. Now you look righteous and just, picking the queen of torment and evil. You really had to have the whole world attack my mind, but good job. Who are you? Oh my God. Well, the angels just look at me in disgust. They literally do at this point. They're just like, they're like all against me. Like even more than the demons are. I don't blame them. The thoughts are pretty disgusting and dark and almost straight up almost blasphemy. These demons are sick and they're probably like the top demons that are in the head. Can't control them. Especially after what sick ass piece of shit Jim Carrey did. Can't control them. They don't know what happened. I can't be mad at them. They can't stand their peace being taken away. They don't like anything against the goodness of God. I completely understand. Jim Carrey or whoever, Barry doesn't give him what's happened to me. He doesn't give a shit. It's all about cover-up. It's like he gets a joy out of just freaking demons, magic, and portals, using women as a whore, and then just doing cover-up. Instead of just damn-ass healing! But let's pretend we're trying to help you. Let's send angels with your thoughts open, right? That's a good one. I can't believe they bought it, but of course they would when you don't tell them what I've been through. That's a good cop-out. When you want to get rid of somebody who doesn't do evil actions or words ever, that's a good one. Because everything attacks the mind. That's a good one, baby. Wow, that's so sexy and so loving. Sexy, can I just pardon my manner? Holy Spirit, help us. Oh my God. And the Mexican's just yelling at me. Big Huda's just yelling at me. What's funny is Aaron was mostly yelling at me, and I'm like, you're the one who caused this, you idiot. Like as Jamie and as Heath, they both caused this, and they're like attacking me the most. It's so cute. It's absolutely adorable. And then all they can do is just like suicide. Of course, don't heal. They go straight to pain. Straight to pain. Straight to pain. Everyone's now calling Michael, not Satan, of course. Not Lilith, of course. Jesus. You know, because a manipulator who deceives anointed and gets a car out of it is definitely Jesus. Definitely. Tortures innocent women because they don't want to be controlled anymore, and then just watches them slowly die while saying, spread your legs, is definitely what Jesus would do. 100%. You're joking. You made me go through all this pain so you can raise up your piece of little shit, evil queen. Put it on me. Have the demons insane, just watch me in pain while you just ignore me. Let all the angels turn against me because of my thoughts. Accumulate so much pain, Brayden. Not like you didn't see beginning to end. Blame me with my thoughts and then continue to just touch the vaporizer, touch the cigarettes. Every time he would come into Michael's place, that's all he would do. Then have a little Aaron smile. Touch the alcohol. And then he'd make it up with being like, Sheree, you shouldn't smoke. Sheree, you shouldn't drink. It's not good for you. Just cover it. Maybe that's part of the game. When you do something like that, they have to cover up. Then now you have a choice. And you're going to blame me. You literally are. All that extra pain is for thoughts that I didn't ruin. Please explain to me how that's just. Just so Michael could get a hard-on and see an innocent woman who just loved him. Not Johnny Depp or Sandra Bullock. The real Michael. Get a hard-on. Because he's just so angry and bitter in his heart. He gets a pleasure out of seeing an innocent, big-hearted woman who did the work to have self-love, prosper, and be happy. That's a narcissist for you. That will break them. You know how to break a narcissist? Leave them. Ignore them. Try to better yourself and be happy without them. They'll go crazy. Then they just get a pleasure out of, I'm going to snipe you. I'm going to torture the living shit out of you. It's psychotic that you would support that. To your own queen of the universe and point your finger at me when I did nothing but get deceived. But you give Michael Satan too much damn ass power. And you never helped me. You came right at the end when I lost any hope, just like Lexus did. With this stupid tent. And Shamar's like, yeah, Buddha, you can put him in her rocks. She doesn't give a shit. You're a starseed. I love you. You're an angel. Okay, I love it. Do you need anything? Text him when you need money. Do you need Uber Eats? I'll send it to you. What do you want? Talk about, like, girl empowerment. Girls supporting girls. No, it's all about themselves. I guess it takes too much energy and time to do, like, a ritual to help. No, it takes 10 times longer to hurt them, but, once you have a covenant or mark of the beast, they'll just use anything to complete it. Because they'd rather be socially comfortable with demons and Satan and Lilith and Jezebel than anything. We're nothing. We're just a human to them. If Mother of All is just a human, you can imagine what God thinks of the rest of humans. I'm talking about lowercase g. I don't know where the actual God is. I don't. Because if he was this, you are so pathetic. And I know he's not. He's amazing. He's incredible. He's majestic. He's everything. I think we got stolen. We're either in the D-Wave or we're in the pod. And they just stole us. And they're just torturing us. That's it. So I think it's cute. I honestly do. That you, let Michael take my arm out of my head. You approve every single thing that Aaron wants. When he goes, aww, she'll never wake up, okay? Saying this, Michael, you could do anything you want. Okay, do I know your name? Who are you? Then let everybody in the fucking world take me off his backpacks, put all my downloads to hell, throw shame pebbles, torture my body. You didn't have to do Scalar. Thank you, though. Thank you for feeling Satan's desires. Appreciate that. Because it's not you, why would you care? Can't even have grace enough to be like, well, you're going to have a lot of pain, so just enjoy your body not in pain. I like it. Little Psycho Greg, part of Michael. Cool. I like it. Chicken pox, too? Sorry, monkey pox, because we're a monkey. Blind, too? I remember my mom always said, yeah, I called you Cherie because Stevie Wonder blind. Oh, good cover. Yeah, you got that. That was an interesting experience. You still need to do Helen Keller, so you need to get on the ears, too. Just torturing a woman who doesn't do anything to nobody? Well, my husband just watches. And at the psych ward, as the Mexican goes, yeah, just get it over with. Well, they're, having razor blades at a psych ward. Then I see Josiah or whoever, Jonah, be like, yeah, just throw rocks at her. And they just, does this with this little spiritual gun. Good, it's done. Okay, go. All right. Okay. Well, out of this, other than raising up Joseph saying on Christ the Lilith, I'm glad we got my dad to heaven. I love it. He deserves not intel. He deserves love and music. So I guess that's the only, honestly, out of my torturous life, that lie in wait, the pain, the bullying, the shame, the heartbreak, the grief. That was the only thing that came out of this. That's it. Oh, okay. I will say bringing Jezebel up so they don't go to your side. And they have some self-worth. Okay, yeah. Okay, yes. Don't do what I did. Yes. Because on his side, you have one thought, and they'll torture a living shit out of you, and you have no way out. Especially if you get deceived, they'll never give you back shit. And the odds of you going to heaven, you have to show your mouth, look pretty, not socialize, do the works, not too many. Don't make mistakes ever in your life. They have to like you. Yeah, it's impossible. You have to have crickets in your mind. It's impossible. I wouldn't risk it. I wouldn't. Do what Jezebel does, and you'll be okay. God will leave you alone. The angels, you can hang out with them. You get nobody but you so. You're threatened by hell and blackmail continually, but who cares? At least you'll never, ever, ever have a chance at going to hell. And this ain't much different than heaven. Heaven's the same thing. And then they get to eat our peace. They haven't made. Then they get to put their anger out on humans. I feel above them. Saying we'll always not shame them unless they, do too much light, too much love, too much God. They get to have 17 husbands, do adultery, do whatever they want. They get to drink adrenochrome. We drink a beer, and it's like, it must be her drinking! I would never worship Heath or Barry in a trillion years. Robin Williams, are you joking? Never. Tell me, how do you commit suicide, Robin Williams? Who said I had to be part of you, you sick psychopath? Who said that? You? You get to choose your own husband. Did I mention that? I'll mention it again. You get to choose your own husband as a witch. You can be married to anybody you want. You'll never get the mark of the beast. You have the mark of Satan, but you're taken care of. Because God won't take care of you. He won't. He'll leave you at 10, like he did me. And then just let everybody torture, live, and shut at you because of your stupid heart. And then let Satan magnify and shame you on media. Let them torture your body. Let them close doors. And then let guys come manipulate you because you don't choose money. Then if you have money, you're a Paris Hilton. Let them gang suck you. It's just a nightmare. Nothing comes out of that side. Doesn't care about your worst. Doesn't care about your belief. Doesn't care about who you baptize. Doesn't care about your heart. Doesn't care about your love. Doesn't care about your grace. Doesn't care who you healed. Doesn't care what you gave away. Doesn't care how you helped the homeless. Doesn't care how much you read the Bible. Doesn't care all the Christian songs you did. Doesn't care. And he'll make sure with the angels. Well, because they watch us. Nope. Look at her thoughts. And that's his way out. So I know I don't have much time. Thank you so much. Thank you for the house. And, yeah. So that's why I asked him, can I go to spiritual court? How is this even just? How can you judge me on my thoughts when you gave me the mark of the beast? How could you let my stupid husband at Peninsula Park be like, yeah, she doesn't sing or dance. Take her to hell. How could you just approve everything Aaron did just because he wanted to? He didn't even have a cop out at that point. My mind was so clean. It wasn't like this. She'll never wake up. I told him I was late for 20 minutes when Michael was yelling at me and playing Hallelujah, saying I was a whore. And he agreed with that. Are you joking? Why would you approve Scalar? Just torture my mind so Michael could go, ha, 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 as Satan? That's it? So you just satisfy Satan and his demons so you could be cool with them? Well, we had to be tortured so you could be accepted, Aaron? Yes. Then you come at certain times, you send angels to look like you're doing something. You don't let them know what we've gone through. Specifically the mark of the beast that you did. Then you might give us some worldly stuff. Then you shame us in media. Then you lift up St. Joseph on Lilith because that's all you hang out with. You're married to Kourtney Kardashian. I'm glad you're a drummer, baby. I'm so glad. Did I ever say I wanted anything to do with you? Oh, it's just part of the shame of making yourself look good, like you do evil, like Jeffrey Epstein, and then you get to say you got hung in a high security prison where there's nothing to hang from. Maybe there was. Maybe there was like a barbell up there. You know, maybe they do it like, you know, here, go ahead. Make your stories make sense. Not just blaming me, because I only have so much time. I don't know how you're going to blame me anymore, honey. Oh, the new Mary Magdalene. Yeah, Marcos Joseph Blanco will definitely set that up. With a big charismatic smile, waiting at a perfect time. Waiting for a hot tub to go through, and then doing it with little Chris Korn and Kevin Laughlin, little stupid piece of shit Thug Life Tupac. Guaranteed. And then walk away after he destroys your life, and then comes later, sets up a suicide, puts you in rocks at 16 years later. Make sure you don't get to your real man, your dad, and then pick Jezebel, and then be like, alright, boss, at the airport. After pointing an N-word in your head, and it popping up just right there as him using that as an excuse. Well, at like 3 years previous at Jamaica's place, he just takes a picture of Mama's butt and waves goodbye. While he lets that stupid little sprinkler room church go through, the psychopath meth head who says, want to have sex, want to do meth. When I just even went to him, he had to have sex multiple times because they said he was going to turn on technology. So it's crazy to me. And like I tell people, I'll tell them, like I've sent my dad and so many people on TikTok, this is what's happened. Help me. I've made videos. I've sent it to them. This is what's happened. I've made collages. And it doesn't even matter to them. It doesn't change their opinion. I sent it to Mourinho. Didn't change. You know, you can't have the Saints do everything for you. No, you're okay. You know, you just have to concentrate on yourself. Doesn't even give a living shit. Won't break the script. It doesn't matter. It's like you scream and scream and they're like, I don't hear you. Because it's not them. I never experienced a love so not love in my entire life. Well, they're just like, it's love. I gave you a compliment. I gave you something. I sent angels, didn't let them help you. It's on you. And the accusing. It's on you. It's on you. It's on you. It's on you. The shame is immense. The grief is insane. The heartbreak is ridiculous. I've never experienced love like this. I've never experienced love like this. Love is ruins. My love is like, I would die for you, Dad. Let me go under surgery, Michael. Let me take his spot. Love is, I don't give a shit about your money and your two houses and your 3 cars and your $16,000 guitar. Love is, I'll make songs for you. I'll cry for you. I'll think of you every day. Everything around me will remind me of you. I'll search on TikTok for anybody who plays a guitar, and then I'll know automatically it's you, and then I'll give you a gift. Love is, I'll still pray, give my dad in every avatar my downloads. Wake him up. Give my dad in every avatar my downloads. Wake him up. Love is, you cry where you don't even have any more tears to cry. Love is, you're so empty without the other part of you that you just wish every day, why didn't you take me? Love is, I tried everything to get back to you in heaven. I'm sorry, Dad. I'll miss you, but at least you're in heaven. That's the love. That's the love. That's the love. Love is, I'll pray for you for 10 years to go to God so you don't go to hell. Love is, I would take that bullet for you in a second. 1 second, if it meant that you were gonna die. Love is, you're the only one who can make me laugh, and no matter how many people are around me, I still feel empty. That's love. That's love. Is like, I'll do anything to make you realize this isn't my mind and how much I love you. Love is, I don't want you to get hurt by witches, Dad. Jessica ain't good. Love is talking to them on the cell phone for 2 hours a day and it feeling like 2 seconds, or being in the Damage production studio for 18 hours and it feels like 3 minutes. Love is, you do every single thing to make them proud because you look up to them and you just want them to be like, that's my girl. Love is, I won't even take $20 from your hands, Steve. I'll go get recycling because I don't care about that shit. I just want to drink a beer and listen to music on your speaker. Love is, still having that smile when you're around them. Just doing everything you can, not eating, reading, praying to be like, just give me just 2 minutes with my dad where it could be like it is back in the day, but you know, Aaron and everybody already ruined it. They can give a living shit because they just want to satisfy a stupid, retarded Tupac. Love is having your heart so broken because you know you lost him with Steve and you lost him at the hotel and you'll never get it back, and then almost be jealous because you know another girl's going to take your place, and then just wallowing and having dreams and just thinking all these memories are just going to haunt you for eternity, and looking around you and everyone's like, good. She lost her chance out. That's love to me. Not where Michael's love is like, I just want to control you, then I just want my dick, like, sucked right, and I'm going to go through all this process and make videos, and then use your money and pussy, and then raise up a woman who isn't a mother, isn't a worshiper, is a deceiver, so she can wear lingerie. That's his love. He doesn't give a shit about me. Before I met him, I was watching his videos and typing them out religiously, doing everything he taught me, making my heaven on earth. I was making prayers on YouTube, reading them continually. He doesn't know what he had, and he'll never have it. Sitting there while he yells at me for 18 hours, and when all of his stories being like, you've already told me this like 18 times, but just like kind of rolling my eyes in my head and be like, okay, go ahead, talk. Wanting him just to get out his electric guitar, put his weapons up, and enjoy life. When he's so bipolar, happy one second, angry the next second, romantic the next second, but you just deal with it and have to have patience because you love him. Because he doesn't have enough strength or want or whatever to actually heal himself. Love is forgetting all the bad things that ever happened or that he did, and just making yourself just remember the good and look at the good in them and ignore all the bad. Love is having grace times 70,000 and never you're having your heart turn cold because you love them. Love is doing everything to make them happy because that's your happiness. And I don't know, maybe I'm crazy because I have not seen that anywhere. Love is when you have those powers enough to send someone to hell, you're not just going to watch them touching their head, dying slowly, and be like, I bought you a jacket. And then put magic demons and portals everywhere. And be like, you're an angel. Do you want a drink? Sorry, God. I'm good, Shamar. Thank you, though. That's love. That's love. Love is understanding, saying him mocking you about pandas and shit, but then just trying to look underneath that and being like, well, even Satan said, poor thing, that he gets a joy out of just like, you know, seeing us in pain. Poor thing, he must be pretty miserable inside. He must need attention. Then letting him eat your light, knowing what he's doing with this little move and all this shit, and then just seeing him kind of happy and be like, good, you're okay. I could tell you never really had love when you were a child and you missed God. Poor thing. Love is seeing past all that ego. Love is wanting them to do better than they were before. Love is being like, I don't want you to drown your sorrows in alcohol. I want you to talk to me and let it out, and I want to be your counselor, no matter how much you use me as a punching bag. Love is never bringing up the past. Love is never mentioning their mistakes or their weaknesses, but bringing them up. And I'm sorry. I must be sick and disgusting and evil, because that's love to me. And I've done it with every single person I've ever come in contact with, expecting nothing in return. I didn't need their attention. I didn't need their love. I don't need anybody around me to listen to me so I could feel a sense of self-worth. I just wanted to help them in their life in that moment in time. I didn't want them to see them in pain. I wanted them to be happy. I wanted them to have somebody to talk to so they weren't alone. And they knew that. That's why they came back to me. And then they see me a mess and they're like, okay, well, we can't help you. That's why a lot of them are sad, because they're like, you're not like how we remember you. No shit, Sherlock. A lot has happened, but I know your medical assistant is in Hawaii. Love is giving your last $3 when you'd rather go to Burger King and get like a Whopper, but you see that person, you could feel them with your emotions, that they're sad and they're hungry and they're like holding their tummy, so you give it to them, but nothing in return that you know you're going to get except them being able to have some comfort or something to eat. Well, you go, God bless you, and give all the glory to God, and then walk away and know that at least in that day, with your breath, it's still in your lungs, that you helped somebody and didn't let your right hand know what your left hand was doing, or put on video camera, or put on TikTok and hope for likes. Love is you make everything about everybody around you, like my TikTok is anything about me, anything at all. It's just, I want them to laugh. Love is taking the time and energy to make comments and let them feel special instead of it always being about you like a Kim Kardashian. Love, love, love. Where has that gone? So I'll tell you what love is these days. Love is cover up. Love is accusing. Love is blaming. Love is playing victim. Suicide. Love is Magic Demon Portal. Love is making it up with a coat and here's some ice cream. Love are rituals. Love are compliments. Love are pretend I loves you after they do that. Love is, I'm sorry your head's hurting even though I know it is. Here's a Tylenol. Love is, do you suck dick good? Can you come in my bed and touch my body while your body's dying in pain? Love is, do you have some extra money for gas? Well, I already did the ritual. Can you, like, cover my $1,300 of rent or else I'll get kicked out? Love is a bunch of pretend retarded stories and hospital visits and pretend deaths and say shark. That's what this love is. That's exactly what their love is now. They learned from Heath. That's exactly what love is these days. That's exactly what love is these days. Exactly. 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 Sometimes you'll get love where they'll cry, but they have no excuse. They can help easily. So I'm honestly like, save your tears for another day. Or never, since you'll never help. So just I like the act. Shamar and all these people. I do. It's like I could prevent them from throwing you off the cliff. But I know it's going to happen because I won't prevent them. So I'm just going to cry. Okay, well, whatever. Boo-hoo, it ain't you. So you move on with your little avatar life, okay? All I want to do is just have a kid, but I can't even have kids because they're demons. Okay, well, have a cat who's probably a freaking shapeshifter. Who cares? Have an actual job where I'm not just lying here all day like a lazy piece of shit, like a shit on a log. Have an actual human wherever those exist. And be good to everybody I come in contact with. Ooh, I like your earrings. Ooh, I like your tattoo. Oh my god, your hair, it's so pretty. What product do you use? Oh, I love your TikTok video. Keep doing what you're doing. Oh, let me read my Bible. That's a threat, apparently. Because God placed all these stupid-ass, retarded blessings of all my tears and pain. And just decided, you know what? The guys want lingerie. You made a couple mistakes. Your thoughts are dark. I wonder why. It must be your drinking. Goodbye. How dare you want to not be married to a guy who's tortured your body? What? He is a blessing. Love is planning this, apparently, since you're 10 years old and them all coming together to a little hyena group. Doing magic demons and portals, using you as a Cinderella with pretend stories and pretend dust until they execute it. While waiting for you to die to get money out of it. That's what love is these days. This is what Heath and Aaron and Barry and Judith and Marcy and Elizabeth and Braden and Felix and Jonah have all taught them. Love is coming at specific times pretending to help them when they know the door is closed. Love is pretending to be the love of your life like Michael and then using the love that they have for that guy and then just torture the living shit out of you. Love is just playing love songs and be like, I love you, babe. What else is love? Don't. You're making me just so happy. Love is gang stalking. Love is giving you no privacy because you know you guys just care so much about me. Am I entertaining? Probably the most awake motherfucking piece of shit in this land. Don't matter. I'm not gonna sit there and be like, hi, how are you? When I'm behind closed doors, when I'm out there, sure, why not? Let's play a little boring, stupid piece of shit middle school game for a damn ass retard who has autism, Asperger's, and I don't even know, malaria, AIDS, and every little thing that affects the mind. Let's do that. Is that a bird? Yeah. I like birdies. Yeah, that's just, yeah, whatever. It's great. I love birds. At least they're free. What? Nothing. They're great. Love is... I heard a thought. Torture down there. Torture up here. Torture. I'll make you a cat. I'll make you a roach. I'll put you in a wheelchair. That's what air is. Big Huda. Love is. Lexus, love is. Oh, you scared me. Is that a shark? Is that a spider? Love is, I guess, staring at the wall and manifested it like Barry and Marcy and Elizabeth. And then, like, being like, I packed up all your clothes. I put your food in there. I just want to, do you want me to drive it to you? There you go. That's love. Love is working with a demon in the same household and them going against you, pretending to be in an argument. While, like, Marcy's, Davin's little girl is just in the bathroom 3 hours, just manifesting everything with mad demons and portals, and then letting her have an A+ on the test while I'm there in pain, going insane, then I get blamed. Love. I never knew it until I entered this simulation.